guys, Coach Nino here at Dark Horse Sports, and we've been talking about building athletes. Now, one important aspect, maybe the final aspect in building an athlete, is having hip and trunk separation, right? Where we can keep our trunks one way and our hips the other way. Now, why is this important? Well, athletes that use their upper body for things are great, but athletes that use their hips, their trunk, or sorry, the power from their hips, those are the best athletes. Now, to kind of show that, explain that, you know, when we're able to separate our hips from our trunk, right? Our hips go one way, our trunk goes another way, for example. What are we doing? We're creating tension, right? A band, its power comes from the stretch, right? It's not from the contraction. This doesn't do anything, but it's the stretching that gives you that bang, that spring, that power. So that's really what we're doing when we're able to control our trunk and hip separation and produce power. And then once we can create that difference, then use it, apply the sequence of hips that transfer that through the core to the upper body, that transfer that power. Now you have an amazing athlete that performs, feels good, his moves are effortless almost, and you just get an all-around amazing athlete. So here are some exercises that we like at Dark Horse Sports to use in order to gain that. Now, a great exercise for kind of teaching the core to be that transmission between the power and, you know, producing, right? From the lower body power to producing that through into the upper body is the Palloff press. So here the first easiest way to learn this is to be in a 90-90 position. You're gonna take a cable at about chest level, press it out, hold. You're gonna feel your core light up. As you extend it out in front of you, it's going to try and fight that. So here we have some 90-90 hip rotations. And again, these are gonna teach us to separate, keep our trunk facing one way and then our hips the other way. So for here, nice tall chest, and just we're gonna flop the knees over. And again, there's a 90-degree angle here. The hips, again, we're gonna kind of keep the trunk facing one way. See, I'm still facing the camera, but my hips are obviously turning around, flipping the other way. So nice, simple 90-90 hip rotation. Now the landmine press is going to be kind of the culmination of this hip trunk separation and then power production. So if we stand here again, we're going to use our lower body and our core. We're gonna have to fire everything at the right time to produce that force, carry it from the hips all the way through. So it's gonna look something like this. You're gonna have that bar across of you and you're going to use this back hip and you're gonna fire that away and you're gonna pivot and fire that at the same time. So it's gonna teach you that sequence. All right, nice little pop. You're gonna use your hips and fire that into that press. So combining those three movements, that helps you build that separation, that stretch reflex that can produce power, and then also using your hips through your core to express that power. And this is important in so many things, from golf to throwing to even cutting and juking, planting, twisting, and exploding in the next direction. So having this as a component, making you a better athlete, making your team better, you're gonna really see big rewards from emphasizing these exercises in your program.